Hi guys, this is JOJI and today I'm going to do the BookTube Newbie Tag. Now I know I probably should have done this as my first video, but I didn't. And here we are now. Better late than never, right? So I'm just going to jump right into this. So the first question is, why did you start your BookTube channel? Or why did you start this channel, which is the same thing. But the reason why I started this channel, I think it was because I just wanted to be a part of the BookTube community. Quite simply, I guess. I really just wanted to be a part of the BookTube community because it seemed inviting, it seemed welcoming, and it seemed right up my alley, especially because the reason why a lot of BookTube people, or just bookish people, bookworms turn to BookTube or Bookstagram or any type of that, of like an online book community, is because they don't have people physically that they can talk to about what they love, which is books. And that's also my case. I don't have many people physically around me that like books or that I can even talk to. I do have some people, but it's like teeny tiny, you know, the number of people that I can name that actually enjoy books or I can talk to about these things. So that's why I started this channel initially. And then over the summer, I tried to make some more videos, and I did. And the reason why I did it over the summer was because I was fucking bored. And I was like, hey, why not do this thing that I haven't done in years to try and just be productive and not get easily bored? Because we all were over the summer. I mean, because of quarantine, duh. So yeah, I tried to do that this summer, but it didn't work out that well. So I'm trying my hardest here. Second question, what are some fun, unique things you can bring to BookTube? I think is just my love for different things. So I don't plan this channel to only be about books. I plan this channel to be everything that I am, and I love K-dramas. So I'm probably gonna someday talk about K-dramas in this channel. I'm planning for some things, but it has yet to be decided. I love K-pop, so I'm probably gonna put a lot of K-pop stuff, and if possible, I want to combine all of those things. So I want to create some challenges or just talk about K-pop in combination with books, or K-drama in combination with books, and all of that. I know Jessie the Reader did a tag or challenge that was related to K-pop and books, or maybe just K-pop. I'm not sure, I haven't watched it in quite a while, but he did something with K-pop in it, and I really liked that because I love K-pop, and he mentioned TXT, and it was just so cool because it was like, yes, somebody talked about K-pop, yay. It's kind of like that proud mom feeling that you get when somebody else talks about your favorite group or just K-pop in general, really. So I'm planning to try and do some of that stuff, and also just do random videos, maybe vlogs, maybe travel videos, who knows. But I want this channel to be a combination of everything, so I feel I can bring that to BookTube by combining it with other things. So by combining books with other things, or just putting in things that are not usually put on BookTube channels, if that makes sense. But other than that, I'm gonna try and do a lot of reviews, a lot of tags and challenges that I've always wanted to do. So that's my plan. Number 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? And that's what I said earlier. So doing new stuff, doing reviews, doing challenges, doing tags, doing funny stuff, doing vlogs, try and like combine K-pop with books or K-drama with books. That's what I want, and that's something that I'm very excited about. But I just want to, just one thing that I'm excited about the most is trying to do a video once a week, because I'm very bad at that. But I'm gonna try my best now, once a week. Something very, even if it's something very simple like 4 minutes and that's it, I'm gonna try my best either way. Number 4, why do you love reading? I love reading because it's just, it makes me not think, if that makes sense. Whenever I read, just makes me take a break and I can stop thinking about everything else because I'm focused on the book. So that's one of the reasons. Another reason why I love reading is just because of how much storytelling there is. It's kind of like why people love movies, because of the storytelling, because of how you make movies. It's the same for books. You know, I love books not just because of the storytelling, but because of how much detail you can put into them, you know? There's a difference in how much you can put into a book and how much you can put into a movie. With movies, it's more about visual details, and in books, it's more about, I guess, auditory details, if that makes sense. So they describe something, and the detail comes in you describing that, and when you read it to yourself and you hear it, you're kind of like imagining it. I'm not sure if I'm explaining myself well, but basically what I'm trying to say is that both mediums have details on them. It's just different ways that they go about it. And a lot of times with books, you can go so much farther because you don't have that time restriction that movies have. It's different with series, obviously. So number 5, what book or series got you into reading? It's 2 answers for this. The first one is Percy Jackson. The movies, believe it or not. I know the movies of Percy Jackson are awful and unspeakable, and we shouldn't talk about that, and I understand, but I have a fondness for Percy Jackson movies, especially because the Percy Jackson movies were the ones who brought me into the books in the first place. So I knew about the Percy Jackson movies first. I don't know how, but I did, and I watched the 2 first movies, and I was so interested in the world. Maybe the movies didn't depict the world as accurately as, of course, the books did, but I was still intrigued and interested enough in the world of the movies, not the movies, but I was interested and intrigued enough by the world of Percy Jackson by watching the movies that I decided to turn to the books, because I found out that there were going to be no more movies, and I just wanted more. I just wanted more, really. And that's when I started reading a little bit more. And then the book series that got me into reading, like hooked me into it, was Harry Potter. And I think Harry Potter was the book series through which I found BookTube. I'm pretty sure. And Harry Potter was more, it solidified my belief. I think that's what happened with Harry Potter. It solidified my belief even more of like the fact that I liked reading, if that makes sense, because I used to hate reading in like 4th, 5th grade, but then I read Percy Jackson, and then I read Harry Potter, and Harry Potter really solidified that belief that I had that maybe I did like reading, you know, maybe I passed over that phase of hating everything that came to reading and writing. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktuber? I don't have a favorite booktuber. I watch more of the booktubers that have like high followings, if that makes sense. And I don't watch booktube as avidly as I used to, and I really want to get back into that because I want to discover more booktubers that are not just, you know, Pull and Bananas books. And I'm not saying anything about, you know, them or anything like that, but they have been here for longer than a lot of us, and obviously because of that they have larger followings, and that's completely okay. They deserve it, but you know, they're so well known, and I have known about them for a few years. I would like to branch out and watch more booktubers that are smaller. You know, I would like to watch them more avidly now that I'm getting back into booktube, because I just think that, you know, it's good to give other people recognition or attention, you know, even if it's a little bit, and that way they can grow their I guess audience, their following, which is not only good for them, it's also good for you, because you can learn about new stuff and get new book recommendations, obviously, because it's a different person that you're watching. But other than that, disclaimer out, I talked too much about my favorite booktubers, about that topic at least. But something that I would ask, I guess, would be, what was a book that changed your life? Or what was a book that changed your perspective, you know? That would be one of my questions. And the other one was time management, because I struggle with time management. I'm doing a lot better at it, though. So hopefully I keep that up. But yeah, those would be my 2 questions. Number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? Time management, super bad at that. And uploading once a week. That's another challenge because I tried to and I went missing for 2 months or something like that. And every week I was like, I'm gonna do a video. Never actually did it. So yeah, it should be interesting to see if I overcome that challenge for real. Because I'm super bad at just keeping promises, but school has been keeping me busy and my sleeping cycle has just been screwing everything up because my sleeping cycle right now is super bad. I'm trying to get over that, but it's super difficult. If you know, you know. If you understand, you understand. So hopefully you know what I'm talking about. But I'm just naturally a night owl, and that's a problem. Especially if my body gets accustomed to sleeping super late, then that's like problem. Like that's a huge problem, and I'm trying to overcome that now to be able to have more time in the day and to be able to do my homework earlier, because I don't procrastinate now as much as I did last year, but I still want to be able to get my work done in a timely manner so I can have more time to read, and that way I finish a book way earlier and I can do a book review about that book, you know, which I haven't been doing that hot in lately, like reading books in general. But that's really it for BookTube Newbie Tag. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.